Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Lincoln Park here. We got -4 degrees. We're right at the noon hour. We got sunshine. Let's cross Clark Street. So that's about -19 Celsius. We've got to maybe -8 this morning. They said we were going to get to -11 Fahrenheit, but I think we only got to -5 or 8. I was by the lakefront this morning here. Let me turn on the comments. So, hey, Clark and Fullerton here, Lincoln Park, Chicago, Illinois. I'm not going to be out too long. My phone's not working exactly right here, so I might not be able to see the comments here. So, there we go. Sabrina Suburban Garden, I can see you there. So, hey, thanks for being on. Yeah, I'm not going to be out too long. I know, I think here's Fullerton. Here, let's head up to Arlington here. Yeah, I think in Minnesota they're doing a protest day where no one's buying anything or doing any work or staying at home. It's probably a good day too because it's like -20 in Minnesota. We got a little wind here, -4 degrees. I'm just gonna tootle around the neighborhood here. Hey, GMJ, how you doing there? Ernie was out in it this morning. Yeah, thanks for people that watch Ernie. Ernesto there, Chicago Nuggies. He was out there. I wasn't watching your stream there, but I was only on for like 25 minutes. I think you were on longer. And people were telling me you had a hard time turning your phone off. I'll probably have the same thing there. Sarah Smile, how you doing there? Chris, the scanner guy, Julie Reed, Prince. Yeah, some sun. Yeah, we're basking in the sun there, Grandma's Corner. Wayne, yeah, how you doing? So don't worry, what I'm going to do is we'll head up Clark Street. We'll zig and zag a little in the residential neighborhoods here. And then probably 15-20 minutes, I'll take a break. I do have to run some errands here. Hey, Burr, why are you out there? Yeah, I know. That's true. There are a few people walking around. We saw some people riding a bike on the lakefront this morning. -5. We saw people jogging. There's people that jumped in the water even though the polar plunge has been canceled. The polar plunge for Saturday has been canceled, thankfully. I didn't even really want to cover it. I'll be able to stay inside. We're supposed to get snow this weekend. I know the snowstorm's going to hit south of us. Southern Illinois and southern Indiana and Ohio are all going to get slammed. Kentucky, Missouri, Tennessee, you're going to get that freezing rain. It's going to be nasty. All that snow is going to hit West Virginia, and the East Coast all the way up to New York City, Boston, Pennsylvania. It's going to be a snowy weekend. And cold, bitter cold. We already got the bitter cold, -20s in Minneapolis, even colder in Canada. But here we're in Chicago. We got -4. And it's 12:03. We'll walk down Arlington. At least we got beautiful sunshine. The wind's not horribly bad. See, there's some people out here walking to show that life goes on even despite the cold temperatures. We got January the 23rd, 2026. Wintry mix in Texas. See, Julie Reed, you got the rain and wintry mix. Yeah, sometimes that's worse. You get that freezing rain and the sleet. Nah, be careful there. That makes it some treacherous driving. Be careful in the rain and the freezing wintry mix there. Yeah, see, Texas is going to get it. Hopefully it doesn't get so cold it taxes the electrical grid like it did a few years ago. Yeah, cool water. Yeah, go fast. Yeah, go fast and get out there, get your business done, and get back home. That's what we're gonna do. So here we're on Arlington Street. Here, look, Arlington Apartments, 536. Got the timber. Yeah, we're on Arlington Street here, Lincoln Park. So there's some birds out. we saw some ducks on the lake. Arlington Apartments. Look at the greenstone. Look at the greenstone in this building. Arlington's a nice street. I like it here. Yeah, Grandma's Corner. Yeah, we'll get inside, don't worry. There'll be all these people. You know, there's people walking around. There's people who have to get out and go to work. Not everybody can work from home. I have the luxury from working from home. I didn't have to go outside, but I saw the sunshine. The sunshine looks nice. You know, at a certain point, you got to just get out and get into the weather. It's going to be cold all next week. Like, the lows are going to be in single digits every night. The highs are not going to be above 20. So if you live in Midwest, Great Lakes, places further north, it's going to be cold like this for the foreseeable future. So just take precautions, be careful, dress in layers, put something on your head. Here, we'll head up Geneva Terrace here. That's how you do a Chicago stop. You just kind of roll through there. The rolling Chicago stop. Yeah. See, exactly like that. You don't even come to a stop. You just kind of coast through there. Make sure nobody's coming. Yeah. Penguins and polar bears. Yeah, I bet the penguins and polar bears are enjoying it at the Lincoln Park Zoo. We didn't see them yesterday. We saw the gorillas and the bush baby. I still got to cut that out. But hey, if you just joined here, we're on Geneva Terrace here. We're going to head up, run some errands. We'll head back over to Clark Street. I just want to get some of these buildings with the beautiful sunshine here at Lincoln Park. We're north of Fullerton here. And hey, you got the brick alleys. Yeah, still got some garland out. Yeah, even the cars look cold. Everything's like shrinking. So we're supposed to get snow starting Saturday night into Sunday. And it'll warm up a little bit on Sunday for that snow, but by warming up, I mean like 10s and 20s. Not anything above freezing for the foreseeable future. We're in the deep freeze here. Look at these. Look at the nice terracotta pieces in this building, and they use it for the windows here. Yeah, we're over here on Deming, Arlington and Deming. This is landmark historic district. These beautiful buildings. Hey, there's people walking here. Geneva Terrace and Deming, Chicago, Illinois. It looks nice in the snow. Yeah, we'll show these buildings here, and they look nice in the sun. And then we'll just we'll head over to Clark Street. Yeah, getting the fresh air. Yeah, doing good. We're cold. Michael Nichols. Yeah, we're cold. -4. It's a balmy -4. Chicago, Illinois. Somebody from Minnesota, they were like, you're warmer than us. They had -20, like actual temperature. Look at these beautiful buildings on Deming Street. And there, of course, there's the St. Clement's. I'm not going to go all the way there. We'll just show this building. And eventually we'll get to that museum on the next street here. 1208. Beautiful houses here on Deming Street. We got some apartment buildings. This big tall one. Well, it's only 10 stories, but tall enough to have nice views at the top. But look at this nice housing. These single family residential mansions on large lots here in Lincoln Park. Of course, very expensive. It's free to walk down the street, I know. -28, wind chill -48. Yeah, cool. Water swish. So -4 is not bad. Yeah, people misspell my name all the time as Brain, B-R-A-I-N instead of B-R-I-N. It's like Pinky in the Brain. We're used to that. Look at the big brain on bread. That's me. Eating a big Kahuna burger, like Pulp Fiction. But yeah, let's head back to Clark Street. Thankfully, the wind's not bad at all. -4. If the wind was any stronger, I would not be out in this. Every once in a while, you get a little gust, and you really feel it cutting through your clothes and everything. But hey, we got some garland here. Deming Street, Lincoln Park, Chicago. -4 degrees. Chicago, Illinois, United States of America, planet Earth. We got blue skies. We got the snowstorm coming. Yeah, it's going to mainly hit areas south of us. I'll have to talk to my dad. I bet he might get a foot of snow out of this thing down by Cincinnati. Here's the beautiful housing here on Deming Street. So hey, let's head back to Clark Street. Yeah, he moved away. I know, I don't blame anybody for moving away. This cold is brutal. You know, it's hard on people in the wintertime. It's hard to walk. The older you get, you slip and fall. I don't blame anybody for if you have the means or get out of the winter. I understand, but somebody's got to live in the north. You know, it's positives and negatives, everything. And make it an adventure, you know. But I'm thankful I got a warm place. There are people sleeping outside. I saw people sleeping outside, not this morning, but yesterday. And I hope the social workers have been going. They know where the people are sleeping outside. They offer all of them an opportunity to take shelter. If they volunteer, they can't force people to take shelter and food and clothing. They do welfare checks. We got a good social services program here in Chicago for the unhoused and the homeless, and there's a lot of churches around here. But some people choose to, even in this cold weather, to still sleep outside. It's their choice. They can hack it. And here, Collectivo Coffee. We're back to Clark Street. Here's Clark and Deming. So you can see back to the John Hancock. There's the John Hancock, 875 North Michigan. It's like 2 miles south of us here on Clark Street. Well, actually, it's over on Michigan, but no one wants to sleep outside. I'm not saying anybody wants to sleep outside. You know what I'm saying. This is not rocket science. This is not. I'm not glossing over the problems with the homelessness and in-house. There are people that refuse to go into shelters even though it's dangerously bitter cold because they have bad experiences in shelters. That's all I'm saying. You can talk to any person that unfortunately had to spend time in shelters. They get some really bad experiences because you're all crowded together there. It's hard to sleep. Some people woke up, people were urinating on them. Like things like that happen when you're in shelters. It's just, you're in there with mentally unstable people. And it's a crisis. I know we need to help the homeless. I'm saying some people will still choose to sleep outside even though there's shelters and the social workers ask them to please come inside for their own safety. There's warming buses. There's all kinds of stuff you can take advantage of. Even in the summertime, there's buses for cooling air conditioning. The city provides these services. And these are some of the same services that the current administration's cutting funding for. So we'll get like MAGA people taunting us, and they you know, they'll be like, "Oh, you liberals cause the homeless," when they're cutting off funding for homeless programs. It's very weird times we're going through. But here we're on Clark Street, Clark and Wrightwood, Chicago, Illinois. I got a reason to be out here. I'm running an errand. I gotta stop somewhere here in the neighborhood. So I'm on my lunch break for work here. Look, okay, so let's film this. So you see this, we're affordable portables. You see that nice building there, which is fortunately going to be saved. But this whole block here, from 2600, used to be Dunlay's on Clark, used to be a restaurant here, the Wine Dock Bar. They're going to tear all this down. All this is going to be tore down. They're going to build a 6-story, I think 6-story residential building, 6 to 7 stories. And that's why they put these barricades up. This is on Clark Street. We're Wrightwood makes a jog here. Both these intersections are Wrightwood and Clark. They're going to build a new residential building here. There's still demand for residential housing in this city and all cities, at least in the United States. And so we'll give you, we'll keep you up to date on the progress once they turn this down to affordable portables. But this is going to stay. This beautiful building. There's the neighborhood hotel, and I don't know about this restaurant, Taiyaki. And then of course here's the Wiener Circle. Silence of the Rams. They had that up for when the Bears played the Rams. Here's Wiener Circle. Bear down. Chicago Bears. There. Come watch the game with us in the bar. Yeah, they had the back bar open there for the Bears. Wiener Circle here. -4 degrees. Chicago, Illinois. We got 12-14. You mess with the Iceman, you get frostbite. The Iceman coming. That's Caleb Williams. They call him the Iceman there, because he always comes back. Hey, we got the pawn shop here. You buy gold here. The Christian Science Reading Room, 2826 or 2628 North Clark Street. Yeah, the Texans lost too. I know the Texans did okay in the playoffs, but they lost to New England, I think, right? Or Denver, one of those two. Christy M. Rams were not silenced. I know that was left up from last week, so they had that up last week. Of course, the Wiener Circle does a lot to promote the Bears and vice versa. See the Hotel Convent, they got it all fixed up. See the top, that's a new construction there. We showed that. And but hey, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to show we were out here in the -4. I know we're not supposed to be shopping today, but there's something I need for work, and so I'm gonna stop here and get something. And not everybody has the luxury to take off of work. I know we're supposed to be sporting in Minneapolis, but I'm working from home today. Here's Clark Street, and so I'm gonna go get warmed up a little bit. I'm gonna sign off, and I don't know if I'm gonna stream on the way back or not. I might do it on TikTok. But hey, thanks. At least we got a little short stream in here on YouTube. I think you'll forgive me for being so cold. We're not going to do the full hour. Thanks for checking out a little bit of Lincoln Park. You can check out plenty of the reruns. We got plenty of reruns on YouTube. I'll stop posting as much stuff to TikTok because I don't like the direction TikTok's heading for multiple reasons. But we'll still post like musical montages and things like that. So here. Please watch the reruns there on YouTube, and I'll focus on YouTube and Substack with TikTok being the backup. But hey, thanks for tuning in here on YouTube. Have a great day. Stay warm. Happy Lamb Hot Pot. Here we are up here by the Target, and have a good day here from Chicago. 1217, -4 degrees, -20 Celsius, or -18. And here goes the 36 bus. See, the city's still functioning. Little steam coming out of the car. It's not too bad. So hey, we'll catch you later there. See Mike, yeah? See Mike, one Golden Nubian, thanks for being on. Grandma's Corner, thanks for being on. Call me Fat Jesus. Lambie T, have a beautiful afternoon. Yeah, I'm probably not going to live stream tonight. I'll send a message. I'm just going to stay warm, and we might cover some of the snow on Sunday. We were supposed to get snow on Sunday. So hey, stay warm. We'll talk to you later from Chicago. Peace out. Cool water. Yeah, thanks a lot. Hey, yeah, -8. Homer, okay, we'll talk to you later. Margie, thank you. All right, thanks everybody. Hey, there goes the scooter.